Hey guys, I wanted to upload a couple battle videos here, so just bear with me. I don't know if I've uploaded this one anywhere before outside of the official Nintendo battle video thing, but I wanted to upload this one because it was something that was really, really surprising and stupid. So basically, I went into this battle on a random, the battle spot or whatever, and these people, whoever this person is, they did not have, you know, they had a Volcarona, which was tough because I couldn't burn it, so I went to the taunt. I went for the taunt, and it just used a heat wave, like I probably should have predicted, and that essentially brought Sableye almost out of the fight. It gets some little lefties or whatever, but I end up switching because I did not want it to go down because that's something that I could really utilize later to get some burns off. And it goes for the heat wave and it misses, so that was a pretty safe switch. And it goes for the bug buzz, does like nothing. I go for the thunder wave, and this is where a lot of the big moment happens. Now, when you do this battle spot thing, everybody gets brought down to level 50 if they're over it. But if they're under level 50, they do not get brought up. Now, Dragonite, it is 50. Sableye, it was 50. So they got brought to 50 or were below it. But Cinccino, on the other hand, was level 28. And I did not know that this did not get brought up to 50. And so I go for the Rock Blast, totally hoping that this thing could do something. And it just so happened that with Skill Link and a crit, a level 28 Cinccino could take down a level 50 Volcarona. But whatever build it had, it did not do very well with it. So that gets brought down, surprisingly. And then, was regular Mawile? Yeah. They bring my attack down, but at this point, I'm just like, that was amazing. I don't even care what happens to this Pokemon now. They go for their Mega, and it's whatever. I don't care. I was just going to let this thing get taken out anyway, really. They go for the Sucker Punch, and it gets taken out. Spy little fella. I go back to Sableye because I know this thing needs to be neutered very fast. And they withdraw it, though, as if they knew that something bad was going to come. So they go to their Clauncher? Clawitzer? That thing. And I go for the burn anyway. Like, my burn was on the way when it switched out. And, well, Sableye isn't going to do jack squat to really either of these things outside to try to burn them, so this battle was like a year ago. Yeah, it goes for the Dark Pulse, takes Sableye out, yes. And that leaves me with just Dragonite. Now, at this point, you'd probably be thinking, this battle is not going too great outside of that crazy thing. And, yeah, I was able to switch in and get the Roost, which brought my multi-scale back, which was cool. And they hit me with a Dragon Pulse, which hit me and broke my multi-scale, which was bad. But it didn't break me below half, which was good. So I was able to stall them out with my Roost, because if they switch, I'm going to have full health, and I can probably use some kind of fire move on their Steel Fairy. But if I don't switch, or if they don't switch rather, then they'll just keep getting burned, and it'll end up badly for them either way. And so this process just kind of happens for another cycle, a few minutes rather. And I kind of wish I could just skip through it, but I'm using an iPhone for this, and so the audio is probably sounding really bad. But that's the only way I can record this down, because I don't have a capture card. And I basically just cycle the Roosts, stalling out until this thing gets croaked off. Because for some reason this thing, I don't know, I just wish this thing would have went down quicker. If I would have been able to hit it and still have full health, I would have totally enjoyed that. But I didn't, so I had to use up a good number of my Roosts just to get this far. So yeah, just keep cycling. This thing is in the yellow, about 25%, maybe a little lower. Just keeps going for those Dragon Pulses. I think they're hoping for a crit, because if they had a crit, they could take this thing out easy. Because it's just doing half. If it didn't have multi-scale, that'd be all of it. So I get another roost in there, bring my total back up to full. They go for another Dragon Pulse, like you'd expect, because I've been saying that for the last probably 3 minutes. Great. Now, one more turn of this. They go for another Dragon Pulse after I keep trying to restore. Brings me down. And they get burned and die. So, this is a potentially bad situation still because they have a fairy that is steel, and I have a dragon, which is no multi-skill right now. So I go for the Thunder Wave, kind of expecting them to do something a little more dangerous than what they did. And I get the paralysis. I get the hacks. You know what I mean? I go for the Roost. I get that HP back. Now I'm back at max. I could probably survive a nice move. I get the evasion hack for a second. Dodge that Ice Fang. Get a flamethrower off. They go for the Ice Fang. And they take me down to, what, about half? Ooh, little. Oh, gosh, right. This was a long time ago. And they go for the Sucker Punch, but I go for the Roost. Now they know that if they hit me anywhere at this point, it'll take me out. But they didn't think I was going to do that. They thought I was going to do Roost. So they went for a regular attack, and I outsped them because of the paralysis, and they were down. So yeah, pretty simple. So yes, whatever. I just wanted to share some of these battles. I'm going to post them on Tumblr or something, because I thought that some of these are really great. I have one that I want to share because that battle is probably the crowning moment of any battle I've ever had ever, and I want to share that one especially. So just if you actually care, just keep your eyes peeled.